Hey y'all, welcome to Kitchen Chaos. So today we are making some ice cream. We're gonna be making ice cream using 3 different methods. A churning method using an ice cream machine, using a mason jar, and using a Ziplock bag or 2. So depending on what equipment you have, you can select what method works best for you when we're done with this video. Hang out with us while we make some ice cream. So the first one we're gonna try is the churning method. And the reason is because this one takes a little longer because you actually have to cook down the ingredients. So we're gonna start there and then move on to the others. We're gonna let that mixture chill a bit so that we can then put it into our ice cream machine to churn it. We're now gonna use the mason jar method. This one's supposed to be slightly quicker than the churning method. We'll see. Shake for about 5 to 10 minutes or so until you feel it start to kind of thicken up. And then once you do that, throw it in the freezer and let that sit for about 2 hours and assess the situation. Good day, buddy. So now we're gonna try the plastic bag method. So essentially, you make the mixture, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then you'll take that Ziploc bag and put it into a larger Ziploc bag with ice and salt. The reason you put salt in with the ice is because salt actually lowers the freeze point temperature of ice even more and makes it even colder. Then you shake it all up and then ice cream. So this is supposed to be the quickest method, in theory, to making ice cream. So let's see. So consistency's nice. It's more like a soft serve, but tasty. Could definitely use more flavoring. It melts quickly, so I recommend just eating it straight from the bag or quickly throwing it into a bowl or an ice cream cone, something like that. So definitely the quickest method. From start to finish, this took about 10 minutes. Even with the shaking. It might need more flavoring than any recipe calls for though. Probably could have used quite a bit more to actually taste it. Let's assess the situation. Oh yeah, that kind of worked. More like whipped cream than anything. All right, look at that. So it's only like a whipped ice cream, but but also we only left it in there for an hour. If you want it a little more like scoopable, a little harder of an ice cream, just leave it in there longer. But otherwise, let's check out this texture and consistency. It's like if a soft serve and a whipped cream had a baby. That's what that tastes like. I went a little heavy on the flavor on that one. That doesn't melt as quickly as our bag method. However, it is faster than our bag method, but still pretty quick, even with only putting it in there for an hour. I think the consistency is pretty good. Again, very whippy, very light, very fluffy. So it's been about 2 hours since we put our cooked ice cream mixture in the freezer. Now we can dump the mixture into the ice cream machine and go ahead and let that run until you get the consistency that you like. Oh boy. There we go. All right. There we have it. Still soft, but throw that in the freezer. That's gonna be great. That tastes significantly less fatty. So the difference is in this one. So this is the one that took longer, but I have to say the process of it and the outcome I like a little better. So that was too big of a bite. So cold. So because we cooked it, it helped break down that protein, that fat that we used in the heavy cream. So when you eat it, it doesn't feel super fatty on your mouth. Some of the other methods that we used, there wasn't egg in it. We just purely used the heavy cream and that's it. Kind of coats your mouth a little bit. This one does not do that. This tastes like a beautiful, nice store-bought churned ice cream. I like this one probably the best taste-wise. Again, if you like it soft, like this consistency, you're good to go. If you like it a little harder and more scoopable, throw it in an airtight container, throw it in the freezer, you're good to go. Overall, the churned ice cream, for me, tastes the best. It had the best consistency, it had the best mouthfeel, it just tasted the best overall, in my opinion. It was a little more involved. It requires more equipment as well, so just something to keep in mind. The other methods, super quick, super easy, not a lot involved with the actual process, as well as equipment-wise. So for a quick and easy little treat for the kids, both of those are great options as well. What do you think? You try them and you tell me.